Have you ever thought about how your mindset is a habit? I know if you've listened to me before, you've heard this. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Amanda Barrientes. I'm the founder of NFA Coaching and the host of this podcast, Max Potential Habits. Every week I come to you with tips, tools, and strategies, inspirational interviews to help you optimize your habits so you can thrive in life and business. This week I'm super psyched to talk to you about the top 5 lessons I learned in 2019, the top 5 mindset habits I learned in 2019. I learned all kinds of lessons, and mindset was really powerful. How to master my mindset, how to teach other people how to master their mindset, how mindset is a habit. So that's what we're going to talk about today. If you've been a loyal listener for 2019, this is the second year now of this podcast. Not the full second year, but I'm moving into 2020, which is the next iteration of this podcast. And something I've come to learn since starting is who my audience is and what I want to bring to the table. And the reason that I love habits is because you have the power to transform through your habits. You have the power to create whatever you want through becoming a master of your habits. And mindset is a habits. So when I look at the beliefs that I have about myself, other people, and my environment, that's my mindset. So it's habitual thoughts about myself, other people, and the environment. These can be conscious and unconscious. So your mindset determines all of your reality, and that's one of the top lessons, and I'll talk to you about those. I just want you to know that the reason that I come here every week is because I'm inspired and I'm driven to be here for you, to bring you actionable strategies that actually help you on a practical level change your life and your business so you can get where you want to go. Ultimately, I'm a mindset, habits, and vision coach. I help people get masterful with their mindset, overcome fears, doubts, blocks, insecurities, anything that's holding them back, and so that they can shift their habits and become masters of their habits, optimize their habits so that they can manifest and fulfill their vision. That's what I'm bringing to you each and every week so that you can power up, level up, love your life, fulfill your vision, live your inspired values, live your inspired purpose. Now, of course, most of my people are business builders and business owners because that's who I work with in my coaching. If you're not a business owner or a business builder, that's awesome too. But ultimately, that is what I'm here for. That is what you are here for. You keep coming back each week because that's what I'm bringing you. And I would really love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you want to hear more of, any feedback you have about the podcast. Share it if it's vibing with you, if you're resonating with it and it's bringing you gifts each week. I would be so incredibly grateful for you to subscribe, leave reviews, share it with your friends. One of my big goals is to reach 5 million people through NFA coaching, and this podcast is one of those ways that I'm inspired to do that. And I love being here. I tell people all the time that podcasting for me is something that I was really, really inspired by because when I was on food stamps, I didn't know ways to come up with money at the time to hire high-level coaches. I really didn't have it. $5,000 at the time for me was more than a quarter of my income. I was making less than $20,000 a year. I was on food stamps, feeding my kids as I made my way through grad school. And podcasts were a free place where I could access knowledge and grow and learn and work on myself. So podcasts for me have been life-altering. So that's why I love doing this. I love giving you free information. Obviously, if you want to work with me, go to my website, nfacoaching.com, and apply and set up a free consult. There's tons of free stuff there. There's also group coaching options that are less expensive. And I bring this free tool to you every week because I know that not everybody can find the money at the current moment to do that or hasn't figured out ways to do that. And that's okay. Listen to the free podcast. I'm on YouTube. I'm on IGTV, Instagram, all those places. I want to reach everyone who wants to hear what I have to teach. So let's get to what I want to share with you today. I love to sit down and reflect on my year and really look at the growth opportunities from all the lessons that I experienced over the course of the year. That takes time for reflection, excuse me. So make sure you go back and look at last year and think, what were the top lessons that I learned? This is a really powerful way for you to grow, reflect, and look at what's working, what's not working. Look at gratitude for the lessons that you experienced. So that is what I did this morning in my journaling and my meditation. And I thought, what do I want to bring to my listeners today? And I thought, I want to share my top 5 growth lessons in mindset specifically. So again, the definition of mindset is a habitual collection of beliefs and thoughts about yourself, others, and your environment. So number 1, my thoughts create my reality. This one's really powerful. What you focus on expands, and your thoughts create your reality. So this is both conscious and unconscious thoughts. Your unconscious and conscious thoughts lead to your feelings. Your feelings lead to action or inaction, and those actions lead to outcomes. Those actions or inactions lead to outcomes. So we're thinking thoughts, feelings, outcomes. Thoughts, feelings, outcomes. So your mindset, the way that you believe, what you believe about yourself and the world, the thoughts that you have about yourself and the world matter so much. Some of the reality around this really happened for me when I started to realize that my thoughts create my reality. I started to, what I focus on expands, and I started to implement it on a daily basis. And I was very in awe of how it works. So I want you to start thinking about reflecting on and noticing your thoughts. Become conscious of your thoughts. So part of self-mastery and mindset mastery is just awareness. That's one of the first steps, right? So when you think my thoughts create my reality, if you don't like your outcomes and you're looking around and you're thinking like, I don't like this, I don't like this, I like this, that's you beginning from a thought space. So one action step I want you to take in order to become a master of your mindset is to do everything you can to start to understand your thinking. This means listening to podcasts, reading, watching YouTube, going to seminars and workshops specific on mindset. So mindset is a powerful, powerful tool. I really, in the ultimate grand scheme, would probably call myself a panpsychist, which panpsychists really believe that your thoughts create your reality. I really believe that some of the greatest thinkers of all time, that's their foundational philosophical beliefs. And when you start to realize that, then you have a magic wand tool to create whatever you want. So I want you to start thinking about how important it is to align your beliefs with the outcomes that you want. This isn't always an easy process. This phrase is simple, right? My thoughts create my reality. First, do I believe that? And if I do, step forward and realize that if you're sitting in a negative space and you're hyper-focusing on the negative, you're going to create more negative. If you're focusing on things that are what you want to create, aligned with a vision in the future, aligned with what you believe you're capable of, what you believe you deserve, and you start moving in that direction, that's going to expand. And we can take this at the simplest level. If you look at, you're all day thinking about getting sick. Everyone's around you is sick, and you're thinking, I'm going to get sick. Oh no, I'm going to get sick. Oh crap, and you start worrying about it. You start to feel your glands swell up, and you actually start to get sick. Okay, so I've spent this year, I'm around people all the time. My kids get sick. I've had lots of people in my life get sick. I haven't gotten sick at all this year. I'll start to get a sickness, and then I use my tools of my mind to go, okay, what's going on here? Where am I misaligned? And what do I want to create? Do I want to dive into the sickness? Do I not want to dive into the sickness? I know this sounds challenging, but it's really powerful to start to recognize your thoughts. So start thinking, am I focusing on everyone who's sick around me, or am I focusing on my health? So it's a simple shift. Just start focusing on your health. Focus on what you want to create. If you're focusing on your debt, you're going to get more debt. If you're focusing on creating opportunities to make more money, you're going to get more opportunities to make more money. So just try it out this week. Start noticing what you're focusing on. Write it down. I always talk about how powerful journaling is, so start writing it down. What are you focusing on? What are those habitual thoughts that you keep thinking, the beliefs that you keep reinforcing about yourself and the world around you? That's going to expand. So simple tool, what your thoughts create your reality.